If you don't remember nothing else, please make sure you What's up, YouTube? I'm back. It feels so good to be back in front of this camera, y'all. Y'all have no idea. For those of you who are new, my name is Ashley Apollo, as you can see, aka Ashley Scott. You know, whatever you want to call me, it don't really matter, as long as it's those two things. Those are your only two options. Before we get started in today's video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, because you don't want to miss none of the heat I'm dropping. I promise you, you don't. So as y'all can see from the title, I'm going to be talking about things that you need to do before you exit the United States Navy. You need to hear this. You need it. First things first, and probably one of the most important things that you need to do before getting out the Navy is make sure your medical history is up to date. Make sure that you've documented everything, that you've been tested for everything, because you never know what you can have. One of the most common things that people say when they get out is that they get sleep apnea. I know most of y'all in the comments like, girl, what is sleep apnea? What the fuck is that? La, la, la. Exactly. You could be having something, girl, you don't even know you have. Sleep apnea is basically like a sleeping disorder where like either you like wake up when you're sleeping a lot or you snore heavily or have trouble breathing. Don't quote me on it. I'm not a doctor. Don't know. But it's one of those things, it's very common. A lot of people have it and don't even know they have it. So that's why I say make sure that you're getting tested for everything. If your big toe hurt too hard, go to medical. If you coughing too much, go to medical. If you have migraines too much, go to medical. Like, make sure everything is documented. That way when it's time to get out, file your VA claims or disability or whatever the case may be, it's smooth sailing, because the Navy has a record of these things. It's not like you just popping out of the blue like, oh girl, my kidney hurt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all following me? Cool. Another thing you want to make sure you're doing is, if you know for sure you're finna get out, or it's a year before your EOS or whatever case, or you have plans on getting out, start saving your leave days, okay? Start saving your leave days, because what often happens is you're able to take terminal leave. What is terminal leave, Ashley? Oh my God, I have no idea what that is. Oh my goodness. Terminal leave is basically you get to take leave before you get out. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, I get out the Navy in September. I have 60 leave days. I'm in good standing with my chain of command. I can go ahead and take those leave days, and for those 60 days I'm on leave, and I only come back the day that I'm supposed to separate. I come back to base to collect my DD-214, and that's it. So you can get paid for your pain, okay? So a lot of people do that. Well, they'll be getting out, but the last 2 months of their Navy career, they're on leave. You're still getting paid. You're still medically covered. You're still in, technically. You're just on terminal leave until it's time for you to get out, you know? So that's cool. So that's really good. So you want to make sure you're saving your leave days, because 9 times out of 10, if you're a good sailor, you don't have no problems, your chain of command is going to approve your terminal leave, and you're going to, you know, get it together. And also, saving those leave days and taking terminal leave is really good, because let's say you're stationed in like San Diego, but you're from New York. You can use that terminal leave period to like set yourself up, get your car shipped, move out, you know, gather your bearings before you just have to like stop getting checks and be a civilian. You get what I'm saying? So it gives you like a cute little cushion, you know, to settle, collect your last little few checks. And you know, it's cute. It's real cute. The next thing you want to make sure you're doing, and this is probably one of the most important things as well, is save and plan accordingly, okay? Save and plan accordingly. Being in the military, we have the luxury of always getting paid every 1st and 15th. Your check is not going to change. You don't have to worry about it being short. No numbers, for the most part. You don't have to worry about, you know, your check being loose, missing, short, none of that. But once you transition into civilian life, they cut all that mess off, okay? There's no check, there's no health, there's no dental, there's no nothing. So you want to make sure you're saving and planning accordingly. I know a lot of people, if they have an apartment or bills or anything, what they did was they paid like their bills, let's say like 2 months in advance. So by the time they got out, it's like, even if, you know, something shaky happened, or, you know, money isn't stretching the way I wanted it to stretch, I already paid my bills in advance just in case. So you just want to make sure you have a cute little cushion, because you're not getting that check guaranteed anymore. Another thing that's super important, honestly, everything I'm saying is super important. I keep saying it's all important because all of the stuff I'm telling y'all is really important that you do before you get out. Like, for real, for real. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna rap to you. This is serious, okay? Serious. Another thing you want to make sure you do is get a copy of your medical and dental records, okay? Get a copy of all that because it's going to come super in handy when it's time to go to the VA. If you're trying to get disability, it comes super handy to already have everything tangible in your hand just in case the Navy try to play with you, because y'all know how they get. Y'all know how they get. We lost it. We don't know where it's at. You got to wait 13 years for us to give it to you. So you want to go ahead and make sure you do that. I want to say, oh, y'all, don't quote me on this. Y'all know I got out a long periodically time ago. But I want to say it's called Alternotes. So if you just go to medical or dental, not dinner, dental. Alternotes is basically an electronic version of your medical and dental records. So you can just go up to medical or dental and say, hey, can I have a copy of my medical records on Alternotes? You fill out the little paperwork or whatever, they send it to you, and then you're able to print it out. You want to print multiple copies, that way just in case anything get lost, you know, you have all your ducks in a row, so nothing can fall back on you. You're prepared. The whole thing about getting out is you want to be prepared, okay? Prepared. So that's another thing that I think is super important, is making sure that you have your own copies, plural, of your medical and dental records. Next thing you want to make sure you do, if you can do it, is try to start your VA claims while you're in. That's just going to be a smoother transition for you, honestly, because the whole process can take a long time, give or take, depends. So you want to start it as soon as possible. Start claiming everything. When it comes to your disability, you want to claim everything. Now hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I'm not saying claim everything to try to finesse and get stuff that you're not entitled to. Claim everything because you want to get everything you're entitled to. I know on the disability claim, you can claim nervousness. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like if you became nervous all of a sudden, or, you know, mental health issues. It's a lot of things that you don't think you can claim, but you can, if that makes sense. So when it comes to disability, claim everything. Now, whether they approve you for it or not is up to them, but at least you can say you know, you didn't skim over anything, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense with that, but just like claim everything. That way you're not missing anything, if that makes sense, because it's a lot of stuff you can claim on disability. A lot of stuff, and you never know what you're entitled to. So make sure you claim everything and try to start that process while you're in. So by the time you get out, it's already like in motion, rolling. You don't have to wait like 17 years to get your damn disability. Next thing is unemployment. Get that money, get that money, get that money, run it up. No, I don't mean unemployment as in scam or PPP or the SBA boys. No, I don't mean that. I mean that when you get out of the military, you are entitled to unemployment. So let's say you don't have a job lined up, or you know, you just need an extra cushion or whatever the case. You can go ahead and get unemployment. All you have to do is send in a copy of your DD-214, apply, blah, blah, blah. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna approve you. So that's something great to know that's there and available to you just in case you need it. You know, if you already got you a job and you already about to, you know, work at the post office or the fire department, then kudos to you. But that luxury is there if you need it. You know what I'm saying? And don't be scamming on y'all. Like, don't be sending the cards. Y'all, I heard about y'all. I heard about the California EDD busing. Don't do that. If you entitled to it, get it. If you not, go get a job. And lastly, one of the other things you kind of want to get squared away before you get out is school. So everybody knows the post 9/11 GI Bill. If you do plan on going to school, before you get out, make sure you know what your school offers, how they work with the GI Bill, how they do with military personnel. Like, make sure you know the ins and outs, the BAH. Make sure you look up all these things. You're researching all these things. You're applying already, so that way when you get out, you can go ahead and start your semester, how many classes you want to take. Go ahead and read into that. As y'all can see, I didn't read into that, so that's why I'm telling you to go read into that. So, you know, if you want to go to school, whether it's trade school, vocational, college, private school, if you want to go to a private school, those are a little more expensive. You just want to make sure you look up a yellow ribbon private school. So just make sure when it comes to school, you research, you read, you look through everything with a fine-tooth comb. The Navy will pay for your schooling and your books, but you just want to make sure that you read the fine lines in between on how the school works with it, because some schools, you know, they have different policies, so how they accept it, blah blah blah. So just make sure you read it so you don't apply for a school then realize it's not gonna work and da da da, blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying? Those are just some of the things that you want to know before getting out to have a smooth transition into civilian world, the lit side of the world, the popping side of the world. Let me stop for y'all start thinking I'm biased against the Navy again. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit those post notifications, share, comment, all of that. For any of those who are getting out or thinking about getting out soon, feel free to comment down below why you getting out, how your transition is going, any questions about the process. I'm here to help. I'm here to chit chat with y'all. This is a safe place. Okay, y'all know how we get down over here. We're all love, hugs, and kisses. Make sure you guys follow my social medias. They will be in the description box below. Make sure you follow my Instagram, and I'll see you guys for the next video.